Hello, this is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 96, Judges, chapters 17 and 18. If you enjoy this podcast, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
What are we doing today?
Well, this is one of the more perplexing chapters or episodes in Judges. Most of them are fairly straightforward, strange, but I did my best to present it here.
And you didn't leave it out.
I didn't leave it out. I was tempted because, the ones that are really hard to explain, sometimes you think, well, maybe I should just leave this out. But no, I decided it's there. It's a story in the Bible, and we're going to cover it.
Okay. Well, let's cover it.
Okay. This is chapter 17, verse 1. There was a man named Micah who lived on Mount Ephraim.
Micah said to his mother, "You know that 1,100 shekels of silver that were stolen from you? Well, I was the one who stole them."
Does that 1,100 sound kind of familiar?
It does. Where do I remember that from?
Yeah, well, it was also from a story from Samson, where Delilah, she was being paid by the Philistines to find out, where do you get your strength?
That's
and
right.
They were going to pay her 1,100 shekels of silver if she would tell them.
So all of them together were going to pay her 1,100?
I think the Bible says that each of the Philistine lords was going to give her 1,100 shekels.
Okay.
So she may have gotten it.
Yeah. I guess that's just the regular ransom amount.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is bizarre. So his mother said, "Bless you, my son." Okay, bless you for having stolen it, or bless
that's a
you
strange
for
thing,
returning
isn't it?
it.
Because he says, maybe for admitting it.
Admitting it.
I don't know. When Micah returned the 1,100 shekels of silver, his mother said, "I dedicate this silver to God so my son can make a graven image. I'm giving this silver back to you, my son."
A couple of weird things here. Rewarding him for having stolen it is one. And the second one is graven image.
Making a graven image, yeah.
I think that's against the commandments.
For sure, yeah.
So verse 4. But Micah returned the silver to his mother. Oh my gosh. Make up your minds. And his mother used 200 shekels to pay for a molten image.
Michael had a house of gods, made an ephod and teraphim, and consecrated one of his sons as a priest.
I have a couple questions there.
Yeah, me too.
What is a house of gods?
Well, it's just a bunch of gods, little images.
Oh, so like little girls have a playhouse?
Exactly, yeah.
He
like
has
little dolls.
Little dolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little house of gods,
And he made an ephod, which we know is kind of an apron. And a teraphim, what's that?
I guess it's sort of like the Urim and Thummim.
Okay.
I think they're used to divine things, tell the future, ask God what's up.
Okay. And, by the way, he consecrated one of his sons as a priest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of an afterthought, it seems like.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that any old guy could just consecrate somebody as a priest, but he did. He had a house of God, and he consecrated his son as a priest.
Okay.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
One day, a young Levite came to Micah's house.
Micah said, "Stay here and be a father and a priest to me. I'll give you 10 shekels of silver a year, plus some clothes and food." So I have questions there again. Why would this young Levite be a father to him?
Well, I think maybe because they're a Catholic. Priests are fathers, called father.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very weird. And then he's going to pay him and give him clothes and food. So like forever, for the rest of his life, he's going to give him room and board.
Yeah, but only 10 shekels, that's not very much.
No, it isn't.
10 shekels a year, I guess.
But didn't he just consecrate one of his sons as a priest?
Yeah, he did. I guess that didn't work out so well. So he wants this other guy, this Levite, to be a priest. And Levites are the ones that are really supposed to be priests, right?
Yes.
This guy, I guess, is an Ephraimite. He can't make his son a priest. That's against the rules.
Okay. Verse 11. So the young Levite stayed with Micah and became like a son to him.
Micah consecrated the Levite, and he became his priest.
Then he said, now I know God will treat me well, since I have a Levite for a priest.
Yeah, that's better than having a son for a priest.
I know. And I wonder how that son feels right now.
Yeah. I don't think he's mentioned again.
No, that's over.
Yeah, so now chapter 18.
Mm-hmm. In the days when there was no king, the Danites were looking for a place to live.
I don't know whether that's because, they were dividing up the land. They spent a lot of time dividing up the land.
Yes.
And I ended up skipping most of that because
Yeah.
it wasn't very exciting. But apparently, I guess, the Danites didn't get their portion.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, they're here looking for some land.
And we don't know where they've been living all this time.
No.
Okay. So they sent out 5 spies to search the land of Ephraim.
They came to Micah's house and stayed there.
So Ephraim is the name of a mountain, and it's the name of a tribe.
And it's the name of a land, too,
And
that tribe lives in.
Okay. They asked the young Levite who was living with Micah, what are you doing here?
He replied, Micah has hired me as his priest.
And they said to him, ask God if we will be prosperous.
The priest said, God will lead you to where you should go. I guess that's a yes.
I guess so. So they left there and came to a place called Laish, where the people lived peaceful, secure, carefree lives. Those 3 words together just make me feel like, oh, some people were happy and weren't always fighting wars and having to fight for their lives. That sounds like a nice place to be.
Oh, yeah, it was a great place. So they sent out spies, and the 5 spies returned to the Danites and said to them, we should attack this people, the people of Laish, take their land, which is very good.
I knew it couldn't last, that peacefulness of
Yeah.
Laish. The people are secure and have everything they want. God has given it into your hands.
So 600 Danites left to attack the people of Laish. They killed all the peaceful, unsuspecting people, burned their city, and took their land.
Those Danites.
Yeah.
They called the name of the city Dan.
And they set up Micah's graven image.
Do we even know what that graven image was?
No.
Maybe it's his house of gods.
I don't know. It sounds like it's just one, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
So this is just weird.
Very strange story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Judges, and the next one, the next chapter is
More exciting?
oh yeah, the next the next one is really something.
Okay, and how much longer do we have in Judges?
I think we have 3 more episodes.
Okay. All right. Well, listeners, hang in there. We're almost done with Judges. The crazy world of Judges.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye, listeners.
Bye.